Hi, Hinata. Hi. You jump so high, doggy. Little old lady. Okay. My garden right now. It's coming along. Some things better than others. My pepper plant here is my Anaheim is flowering, but he doesn't look that great. I don't know what's going on. See, I know huge leaves before, but now they're just not good. And my persimmon tree's getting there. Little tomato plant there that's not doing so great, but that's because the sun hits this tub all day and it's just really hot. Poochie, you're gonna kill my sprouts. There's Papalo. There's basil, a lot of basil. I just kind of dropped the branches in there, and now, well, it's little seed packet, not the packets, but the tops with the seeds. So this is the basil where most of them came from. I just chopped off the tips with the seeds and buried it, and now I have too many. More papalo, sprouts, and purslane. Yay. I was worried, thought I wouldn't have purslane this year, but it seems they just pop up after some other, plants. Poochie. And that's my goji berry. It's not flowering yet. I don't know when they flower. This is still a new plant to me. And then there's my tomato plant. He's oh, this doesn't look so great. But everything else has been going really well. So starting to make little baby tomatoes everywhere, and he's just flowering so much. But also there's poop. Caterpillar poop, probably. That's not good. Well, I'll look for him today. We shall find him. Oh, and it's with my cactus. The Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse cactus. Yeah. Kind of a little bigger. Not that much, but this year, since he's a bigger planter, maybe. And here is Poochie again. And then my cactus there, they're still alive. So that's good. They were just cuttings last year, so. The plum tree started out really well, and then the top just kind of, I don't know, just kind of gave up. But it has the biggest plums, not plums, mulberries. There you go. Yeah, look at this. This is the Morris Alba. Come on, focus. I don't know. Okay, well, Morris Alba Pakistan Red. And that are Jujube or Jujube. I like to call it Jujube. Just sounds more fun. And this right here are the little flowers. Oop. Yeah, no, that's not gonna focus. Maybe I can take a picture of it and put it on the video later. But yeah, this one is, I think, Lee Jujube Chinese date. Okay, so that's what that is. And then this is Malabar spinach. Finally got seeds this year. Really excited about it. Got to taste the leaf the other day, and it tastes just like purslane. So I'm gonna tell my mom about that. She loves purslane. Doggy, come on. No wandering. These are aloes. This is a really fuzzy aloe. I don't know how he's still alive. He's just been completely smothered by the other one. Another cactus. Most cactus are edible. Most cacti, I guess, are edible. So, yeah, gonna see if I can try that later. But still got a way to go. And then there's this guy's here. This guy's starting to flower now. They have pretty flowers. I didn't know that. Up until last year, I didn't realize that aloes and such like flowered, which makes sense. Everything does. But yeah, this one's really pretty. He is looking really yellow right now though, and before he was just that pink. But honestly, I think he's supposed to be a little bluish like this guy. But yeah, I don't know. It's maybe it's a flowering thing. Kitty. Oh no, we don't want to see that. Okay, so okay, she's fine. Yeah. Okay, so this is a cactus. One of the ones that we just transplanted this year. He was in a tiny pot, and I mean he's pretty tall. So glad we got him in a planter. This is my red rose. Something's going on. I don't know what, but it's not. Yeah, that's not normal. But yeah, but he keeps drying up. He doesn't retain a lot of moisture there. This is, oh, I love this one. I got this rose in LA. It's multicolored. I think it's something Delight. I can't remember. It's like really citrusy scent. It's so good. Yeah. Last year they didn't have trays, so the water was just going right through, and I lost a huge part of the plant. But this year he seems like, you know, he's growing fine. And here are my yellow roses that have been blooming facing the wall the last few days. Yeah. But yeah, oh, and cilantro. Cute little dainty flowers. Really like them. But yeah, they get a little tall. That was a tiny cilantro plant, and it's actually shut up a little bit, you know, high up there. And then these are the flowers that the other aloe has back there. Look at this. They're actually really pretty. And I really wish this would focus because it's my phone camera. There you go. Normally I get such good pictures, and right now it's struggling. But yeah, look at that. They're so pretty. And they just pop up out of like this stick. Yeah. And it's supposed to be a lot brighter, but it's really overcast right now. It's like 8 a.m. and for some reason the sun's not quite out yet. Oh, this guy has the prettiest flowers, but he doesn't like to be in the sun. However, we're a little short on space on the wall and on the side wall as well, because we late spring and early, well, just all of summer is just really hard on all the plants, but you know, some of them have to stay on this side. There's the aloe. He's not looking so great. He started looking, we had a freeze not too long ago, and yeah, he was already out. He didn't like it. These guys right here are my moringas. There's this guy. Hi, Mando. Hi, handsome. So yeah, come on, focus. There you go. Yeah, it's still a little cold for them, so I really shouldn't have planted them apparently, not just yet, but I'm not about to let them go since they sprouted, so yay. The dragon fruit really, he did great last year, and then in winter we had him in the greenhouse, and the greenhouse wasn't quite covered in the top, so it rained, it leaked onto its tub the whole winter, and we had El Nino come through California, so yeah, there was a lot of rain, so I'm surprised he's still alive, but I don't know for how much longer, because he's not looking well. I hope he gets better. We have a couple cuttings elsewhere that, you know, if this one doesn't make it, maybe the other ones will. And here's ice plant, you know. Oh, and one of my little cactus pieces I had in another video, that I was gonna see if they grew. Well, that's the piece, and then it grew a little tiny baby last year, like this little section, and now he's growing this little section. It's a miniature cactus. It's cute. But all the other pieces pretty much already grew. Like back here. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, here. This one right here, from cuttings from that little piece of food that I left over. Dragon fruit, and then also another cactus. So yeah, just from eating cactus, I saved the base of them and planted them. It took forever. So it took close to a year for them, but I didn't really have to do anything. So, you know, that's if you have time. But yeah, now I just start them with whole leaves because it's just easier, faster. Let me see. And here is I don't know, we planted everything in here. So there's basil. We think this one might be a giant version that we bought seeds for, but we can't remember where we planted them. But these are looking like they have bigger leaves than the other ones we have, so yay. And then we don't know what this is. He kind of just showed up, and we do what we call guerrilla planting, where we just like dig seeds wherever we find a spot sometimes without really thinking it through. So we end up with a lot of stuff. And these guys, I think, are peppers. I didn't plant any peppers here anyway, not through seeds. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, but we have a lot of little peppers, I think. And then John's apple tree from seed is getting a bit big. It's nice. They're so not picky about anything. And then here is my lemongrass, the little one. This one is, let me see, West Indian lemongrass. And Poochie has called dibs on it. So she comes through and just eats all that. And I mean, if I were a kitty, if I could choose my grass, I guess I'd choose lemongrass to chew on. So yeah. Okay, and here are my Mexican petunia, my Florida plant. Turns out it's called Mexican petunia. Oh, this one has a tiny bit of white there. That's nice. Most of the time they're just purple. But yeah, he wasn't being able to retain water, so we mulched it with a lot of rosemary. Basically the rosemary got, what is this? Oh, okay, it's a seed, it's not, oh, I thought it was a caterpillar. Yeah, the rosemary got trimmed back there in the callback area, so we had a lot of rosemary. And then there's this. This is just, it was supposed to be a succulent planter. We had the elephant ear here, and he was doing great, but in winter he just froze. But yeah, these guys are doing great, but we planted a sunflower just in case he would pop up, and look at that. He's doing great. But also this guy. This is the one that's on the other side that I said didn't like the sun. But he does have the prettiest little flowers normally. This one hasn't bloomed yet, but he'll probably bloom today. But yeah, so we planted everything that we had extra from that plant, which wasn't much really compared to what's there now. It just, wow, it really likes this spot, but we don't know what we're gonna do with it now because that grew. I mean, we have sections where we've grown that ground cover for over a year now, and it's maybe 1/3 that size. So we really didn't expect it to grow that fast, but we'll see. And then this right here is my yellow vine. He was completely wrapped up on that red bamboo stick before, but I don't know what happened. Yesterday I realized that he's just a mess. Yeah. Okay, and here's my other lemongrass. This one, Pucci likes to munch on too, but not so much. She likes the other one better because it's smaller. This one is just, I mean, this guy goes up to here if you let it. It's actually pretty nice. And then volunteer sunflower. And then that right there is my asparagus. He's tall. We actually had him in the back area before, and he grew all the way through the, I don't know, there's this roof thing we have, and it just grew through it. It was just, wow, yeah, bringing it over was a challenge. And then here is my spinach. Actually, no, not this one. This one's a 4 o'clock, but that one right there is a spinach. He was great. This is the Long Island spinach, and I mean, the taste was really good, very mild. It grew really, I mean, huge leaves there. Right now, these are the smaller leaves, so it actually had pretty decent sized leaves on them. This guy, I think, was the biggest one, and I mean, we keep chopping him back, and he just, you know, keeps making side shoots that are just trying to make seeds for us, and we're not complaining. But yeah, no, so we're excited. We finally got to grow spinach, and it came out really well. And then that right there is chamomile, and it's really nice because it came up as a volunteer. And then this one's chamomile too. This one just happens to be in the different pot. He's with the lemongrass right there, but Momo wants to go in. Hold on. Hold on, Momo. Go, Momo. Oh, I'm still here, doggy. Don't worry. So, okay. So, yeah. So, we had chamomile volunteers. And we had a million tomato volunteers. Like, all of these guys. They just showed up out of nowhere. This didn't have a tomato in it last year. This actually had the 4 o'clock with the avocado tree, but the avocado tree died. But yeah, so look at all the sprouts, and John already took out, I don't know, like 6 of them. And this guy right here, we're just gonna keep him because, well, he's a volunteer and he's a tomato. There's really no losing there. This, I think it's mallow, but I planted passion fruits, and I don't know what they're supposed to look like, so I keep waiting on them. And I have a whole bunch of these guys popping up where I planted those, so it could be passion fruit, I don't know. But yeah, it turns out the 4 o'clock here is bigger than I thought. I was only keeping track of the ones back there. You know, people say that they propagate through rhizomes as well as seed, and I wasn't sure, but I think I'm starting to believe it. Because this is where we had the plant, and he just froze last year. I think it was just done for. But, well, okay. And then here is my tobacco plant. Natural pesticide, I guess you can say. Here are my, well, this is one of my other tomato plants. I got this one, and the first one I showed you back there with a whole bunch of flowers with a cactus. That one, we got them in a little tiny 6-pack. So I don't know what they are because they were not lined up properly. So yeah, so we couldn't tell which one was which, but it's one of those, either patio, super sweet 100, yellow cherry, sun gold, black cherry, or grape. They're all cherry tomatoes, so we're happy about that. There's a moringa sprout. I've been waiting on him to show up. Oh, too tiny. And then these guys I just pulled out of another plant because I feel bad for them. But yeah, they're doing well. And yeah, and this is my tomato plant from last year. He's already making little cherry tomatoes. He's a husky cherry tomato, but he's not doing so great down there. I don't know what's wrong. He was doing great all through winter, actually. So we managed to keep him alive, and he actually wasn't that hard to keep alive, but now he's having trouble. So I don't know. One of my tobacco there is just to keep caterpillars away and, you know, other bugs. And then here's another apple tree that's not doing so great. See, the ones that we planted in the pots are the ones that are not doing great. So I don't know. Now they have more access to water, so I don't understand. And then this is a stadia. This one, I think it might have some sort of grub in there. Last year he was having a lot of trouble. Finally decided to dig him out in fall, and there were so many grubs in his container, so I had to pretty much filter through all the soil, transplant him, and he was doing great. But then the crane flies came around, the mosquito eaters that people call them. They're actually not good for your plants. They don't actually eat mosquitoes. They lay eggs in the ground, and then they eat the roots for your plants. So they're actually not great. But yeah, they came around, and I think they got in there because they were everywhere. And we're gonna have to pause. Okay, and I'm back. Okay, so basically just a car pulled up and I needed to be social. Okay, so there's the apple tree that I mentioned. It's not doing so great, and there's some chives and some collards. Like, this whole planter is not doing so great, actually, the blue thing, but we'll see. Well, should get better, hopefully. And then here is my verbena tree. He lasted all through winter. I got a huge harvest of leaves in winter, and now he has so many more, but he started flowering really early this year. Really cute, dainty flowers. They taste nice, like nice, mellow, lemony. But this is my lemon verbena, and he's it's actually not the biggest container that we have. But it's a decent size. But he's yeah. See, I can... Oh, hi, Momo. Momo skinnies. It's Momo. It's the Shadow Master. We just call him Moo because he used to cry a lot when he was a baby. And Pootie. Okay, so this is lemon verbena. He's getting a few yellow flowers, which is, I mean, not flowers, leaves, which concerns me a little, but I think overall he's still doing okay. This is my Epazote. We had to chop him back all the way back about 2-3 weeks ago. He was, I don't know, he got some sort of fungus. It was not good. And then this is a volunteer mulberry. We have a mulberry back there in that hedge, so it's we think a bird just ate the seed, ate the fruit, and dropped it. That's raspberry of some sort. This is an in summer evergreen red raspberry. We just got it this year. I don't know how it's gonna work out yet. I'm thinking really well, since it's kind of like a blackberry and they're not picky. Then there's this. My mom gave me this plant. She likes to go and dig up plants every now and then, where, you know, buildings where they're not wanted, and she knows that the garden people will just, not garden people, but the maintenance people just come and chop everything down. She'll try and save a few plants for me. But this guy's not doing so great. But, I mean, he's in a tiny container. I think he's supposed to be in a bigger container. I don't know. But usually they get like to 5 or 6 feet tall. And this is like maybe 11 inches, maybe. And then we have volunteer Epazote. This year we actually have a few of those. I'm not complaining. I love to eat that stuff. And there's that. I think quesadillas is the best stuff like ever. And then this guy right here is actually a guamuchil. It's this fruit that's like white, almost spongy like, and it comes in kind of like a little seed pod, like kind of like beans, but bigger. And they're nice. They're very mellow. I haven't had that fruit in over 8-9 years, so I'm really looking forward to eating from that tree in like 4 or 5 maybe, I don't know. And then here is amaranth, volunteer as always. And then we have a volunteer stevia, and this guy's actually doing much better than the original plant, the one that I showed earlier that we actually bought. A lot of clover, or wood sorrel actually, but I just know it as clover, so I'm not forever gonna call it clover. And this is the tiny basil. This is some sort of a dwarf basil. I can't remember. I have the packaging inside, but I'm outside right now, so more basil. See, that's a, yeah, I don't know. It's a tiny plant. And then there's this. I don't know what this is. Just kind of showed up, but he's in a few planters. I don't know what that is. Someday I'll find out. And then this, my strawberry plants, actually giving me strawberries. I've been eating the biggest ones. These guys are the leftovers from the batch, really. But yeah, they're so sweet. It's nums. And here's my lavender. That one, we have a lot of lavender plants now, so we're just kind of putting them wherever we have space. And this guy wasn't doing great because he's in a very shallow terracotta pot, and he was in full sun, and we weren't watering him, so he wasn't doing great. But now that we moved him, or we gave him a tray so that he can hold water. They're not pretty trays, but they do the job, and they look nice now. They look like they're happy. A lot of new growth. And this right here is my pineapple plant. My mom planted a few. They were doing great until I brought them over because I don't know, I tend to overwater things, and she likes to plant in stuff that doesn't have any drainage because she doesn't have an outside garden. Oh, okay. I don't know if you can see that there. No, you can't. There's actually new growth down there. Let me see. There you go. There's actually new growth. See that tiny little green section? Oh, right there. But yeah. But they're doing okay. This guy will probably do better because of all that. And yes, this looks a little ugly. Hey kitties! Looks a little ugly, but mulch is necessary. Oh, and I forgot to show my raspberry. This is the one I picked. This is a fall gold raspberry. And I tried one yesterday. I actually was checking for it to see how sturdy it was, how fleshy it was, you know, just filling it out, and it just fell off. I tried it, and it could have definitely been there a little bit longer, but it wasn't as tart as most of them are. So that's good news for me, because I don't normally like raspberries. Oh, I really like my tobacco plants. They really do a great job at killing bugs. I don't know if they've started yet, but yeah, in summer I usually come back and check the bottom of the leaves, and they're just covered in, you know, bad bugs. And let's see. Okay, so here's another moringa. They're really good plants to have, and they're hard to find, so we're growing our own now. And then this is borage. forage has a million flowers, and he actually had such big, thick, like wide leaves. But you know, then he started getting ready to flower. Leaves get skinnier. He dropped some of his leaves, but yeah, look at all these flowers. And it's funny because you taste the flowers and they're edible. Everything's pretty much edible in this. The leaves, the flowers, you know. But yeah, when you try them, they actually taste like cucumbers, like really like cucumbers with a tiny hint of sweet. And it's really weird. The texture is a little bit fuzzy, but I don't know. I think it's an interesting thing to try. Oh, and the seeds, when they're starting to form, they look a little like this. I've never seen them, so I'm always trying to learn. And I learn from videos, so I like it when people show this stuff. Ooh, there's a bee. Oh, I don't know if you can see this. Well, anyway, there's 2 little knobs. No, there's a few more. Oh my goodness, why is this so hard? There you go, farther away, looks better. Okay, well anyway, there's like 4 of those in each. And yes, bee, I'll let you do your thing. So yeah, there's more lavender. So the lavender planted in styrofoam. Styrofoam worked great to keep it from freezing, and you know, when it was a small plant. But then it tried to grow through, and it's really hard to keep. I don't know. Like, it started draining. We didn't actually do drainage on that, but it started to. So now we have to have a tray on it, on the styrofoam. It's not pretty, but it's working, I guess. And I think those might be tomatillos. I don't know. This guy, I don't know what he is. That stuff, I don't know, purslane maybe? What is that? Yeah, I have no idea. And then there's this cute little tiny dainty flower. I like it. I can't remember the name of it, but I looked it up online because I'd never seen it. It was a volunteer. Hi, Spicy! And then there's Pepe. Let me see. So yeah, and then this is the back. I mean, the side garden. It really doesn't look great right now, but yeah, it's cleaning up and needs to be done. This right here is my chirimoya. It was having trouble. We were once again winter in the greenhouse. It just got too wet. It wasn't drying up, so the roots were getting root rot, I think, and we had to let it dry up. But then it got stressed out. But it's coming back now. He's starting to make new little knobs and new leaves. So yeah, and yeah, today's lighting is odd, very overcast. Geranium, yeah, pretty much anytime my sister or my mom think I can grow something, they'll give me a branch or so, and so I have a bit of geranium now. And look at this moringa again. And then this guy, my sister gave me this one, but he has a lot of mealybugs and scale. I didn't think scale would actually attack this, but it does. Okay. An avocado, he really liked it. We started watering him. Winter, the greenhouse was hard on all of the plants. Here's a little ladybug. Hi, ladybug. And this is a mint plant. It's a deep planter, but for some reason it's not doing great. Yeah, so I'm having trouble with that mint plant. And then there's the random tropical fruit that someday I'll get to try. I don't know what it is. We'll figure it out. More Florida plant and ivy and aloes. This is pretty much just a planter with excess plants. Tomatillos. Apple tree. We have a lot of those coming up. I think this is another one, maybe. I don't know. We think. We don't know what that is. If anybody knows what that is. Looks like parsley, but we didn't plant any parsley. But yeah, okay, so side garden aloes. They have this like pokey sticks with like flowers, but their flowers never quite open. This is pretty much as open as it's gonna get. It's I don't know, they're pretty for decoration, but for flowers I feel a little gypped. Okay, and then there's this guy's bulbs. Anytime somebody gives me bulbs, I just have him dropping them in here now. And a lot of random plants. Oh, this is our ground cover from back at the other place. We just decided to plant them in here. Why not? And then there's more aloes. This is supposed to be a succulent garden, but wildflowers, you know, I like wildflowers. I wasn't about to leave them out. And then there's alisum, or I can't remember the name of them. I think that is it, yeah. And then snapdragons. They've been blooming, but then we got the caterpillars in here. And in here we don't really control any of the pests in any way. We just let the lizards and everything do their job. If you notice, we've been mulching. This side garden was really depleted of any nutrients, and it's mainly a rock I don't know, block here. We just kind of keep adding soil on top now. The soil mulch, you know, everything that will turn into good natural stuff for the plants to eat. And then there's nasturtium, yay! And then more. Yeah, the little bench is helping them find shade. And then these guys, oh, these guys are not actually, these guys are not actually from this plant. These guys were from that one there, and this one here, and that one there. I mean, they're just, we had a lot of pokey sticks just shooting through. They looked really nice when it had all the flowers, and this guy's actually opened up a little, but yeah, they're dead, so we chopped them down, but I just stuck them in there. And then there's Buddha. And this fennel, we chopped it down completely so that we could mulch some of our fig trees there that we just did from air layering last year. It's a whole story with this, guys. I would have to do something longer. But we used it for mulch, and it's working out great. But it's taking a little while to come back. We thought it would come back faster. And then there is, okay, it is getting warm. I am gonna take a layer off. Just might be a little shaky. Oh, how about 2 layers? There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we're doing this. Okay, so, oh, and there's yarrow. Love yarrow. Whole bunch of leaves. We're gonna let this guy kind of cover the ground. We're gonna let that guy just spread out everywhere. Yarrow, we're hoping that he will make a whole carpeted area there, and then eventually he starts shooting out his flowers up high, so that'll be nice. There's a little cave hiding area for lizards for my kitties. There are many kitties in here. There's another bulb popping its head. There's jade. We have a lot of jade. There's our jade plant back there. Yeah, it's huge, and we already trimmed back like, I don't know, a huge chunk. Poppies. Love poppies. There were so many poppies before. In here I had poppies, I had peas, sweet peas, let me see, snapdragons, aloe flowers. I mean, it was just, the clovers, they were so green with their bright big yellow flowers. It was nice. But now it's just changing into another season, so summer, so those are gone. And then here, and yes, that is a banana peel. We've been mulching here, and the worms that we put in here, the red wigglers, will need food. So every now and then we'll drop a banana peel or an apple core. There's a little chicken buried in there, my little chickadees. She passed about a month and a half ago, so we buried her there, and she loved apples. I mean, apples was like amazing to her, so we, you know, apple cores back there. And look at this mallow. This one for sure is mallow. I know this one. And look at that. Little flowers, little, I guess little seed pods are called cheeses because they look like little rounds of cheese. I don't know, but yeah, so that's edible. And then there's our tropical plant there, doing okay. I personally like the artichoke much better. He's huge, but I don't know. But yeah, he has yet to flower for us. But this is the first time that we've actually had an artichoke in the ground for, I don't know, over 6 months. So maybe this time it'll actually work. Okay, and then right here are my kales. They're starting to, you know, get bigger. This side wall gets nice morning sun. Oh, another moringa. Yeah, there you go. Another moringa, their little baby. And then these guys are a little bit smaller. This one's took a little bit longer to sprout. Oh, and there's my mint. My mint is what are you doing, Mama? What are you sniffing? Okay, well, anyway, so here is my mint. This mint is doing amazing. It smells good, it's strong, sturdy. I pretty much picked everything down below to make it branch out. And there's like the new little branches. Oh, Moo. Oh. Oh, what a handsome kitty. Once again, tobacco flowers. Really nice. But okay, so there's marjoram, another tea. Teas, you know, I love tea. We think that's a marjoram sprout, which is exciting for us. We like it. Little babies, baby kales. So those have yet to get as big as those. Oh yeah, this chard it's gone. We keep topping it, but I mean it's gone. We need to get new plants. And then here's my feverfew. He's starting to pop up. He's about a year old now, but he's limited to that tiny space there, so he doesn't have a lot of space to grow. But you know, he did fine last year. This year maybe he can like take over more of a side section up to maybe where the cow is, and then that way he can just get bigger. Okay. Hey Chunky. Oh, look at you. So handsome. Doggy, you need sunglasses. Okay. Okay, and then here's lantana. Oh, I love lantana flowers. They're so showy. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. So pretty. And it's covered in those. I like how they change colors too. It's really interesting. Yeah. Okay. And then I don't know. I have so many plants going. Come on, oh wait, we're Spicy. Hi, Spicy. Kitties. Okay, so this is the Chiflera plant. He was getting out of hand, so John cut a whole bunch of cuttings and planted them. And so far they're doing great. And then that's our fern. The only one we have left is the smaller one. Yeah, he might not be liking the sun as much as I thought. Look at this. Oh no. Boo. Oh well, okay, we'll fix that. Okay, and here is my lemon balm. This guy is, whoa. See, when it has like that type of thing going on in its leaf. Yeah, it's usually white flies for me. Might mean that I'm overwatering or something's happening, but yeah, white flies. Yep. I moved this and some things started flying around. You can actually tell underneath it looks like there's tiny little bits of dust, but it's actually white flies. So boo. Okay, and then here catnip. We have catnip. More catnip. Kitties really like their catnip. And they were easy to grow, so last year we just, I don't know, we just let it. This is another chirimoya. He just got transplanted about a couple weeks ago. And look at this. The 4 o'clocks that we're growing with it are so happy about the new soil. I mean, obviously the chirimoya is too, but this guy's just are growing faster than this one, so yeah. And then there's this other chirimoya here. Yeah, and don't mind the mess. It's hard keeping the garden clean sometimes. And then there is the pineapple mint. See, same thing, the same kind of spotting there. Usually means the same thing to me here. Yeah, there are some things flying. Okay. White flies are a pain, but usually that happens if I overwater, so I don't know. And then there's an Epazote. Oh, we had to trim him back all the way too, but he's growing back, and I mean, he's got huge little things. Makes sense. He's got huge leaves. This was the kind of stuff that like you can buy, but I don't need to. And then here is my pineapple sage tower. Here is, well, my random fruit plant. He's happy, but yeah, the tower goes down into that planter and keeps it watered, along with some cuttings that are here. This one didn't make it, I think, but this one, he's happy. So this one made it. And here, there's that. There's a few that didn't make it, but there's a few that made it, and so eventually this whole column is going to be covered in pineapple sage. My avocado plant, he started from seed, so he's come a long way. He might need more water or less sun. They really don't like sun apparently. And then there's this guy's, my other random fruit, mystery fruit. And then there's, they already closed, hibiscus. I've also had trouble with that one. Okay, and then here is my blackberry. We really were slacking when it came down to filling in the soil and then also mulching it. So we finally did that because it started to burn. We finally had a flower, and it's not really going at the speed that it should. So I mean, some of them got pollinated fine, but we're not really being able to tell just yet which ones did and which ones didn't. But yeah, if we would have kept up with it, I think it wouldn't have been an issue. And then little olive trees all the way down there. And then this is a fig bottle tower. They're just cuttings, but some of them are doing great. They're, you know, they're growing new leaves now that they've gone through the part where they were dropping them. Now they're actually focusing on growing. So whatever's growing pretty much managed to grow roots. And then here's my mulberry bottle tower, right there. I don't know if you can, it's so blurry. Well, anyway, there are little leaves there. And then there's leaves there and here. And there's some more here. So basically this bottle tower is going to be full of mulberries eventually. And then a lot of moringa seeds, well, sprouts. Yeah. And then cuttings of other sorts that are just going through the process of dropping their leaves. They're, I don't know, those, I don't know what they are. And there's citronella. He kind of got tall. That is to keep the mosquitoes away. Pretty little flowers too. Basically you just squish a leaf between your hands and you just kind of rub it all over yourself and it keeps the mosquitoes away. And here is my banana tree. Oh, he's gotten so big. Look at that. He's gotten so big. He never got this big at the other place. And he is a tiny planter, but it's really rich in stuff, so yay. Nope. Okay, and then this is my other yellow vine right there. That's, yeah, and another red bamboo, but this one's short, so this one doesn't go anywhere near as high. What are you doing, kitty? He wants to go up on the roof. Oh, and this is where the asparagus was, where that blackberry is. So when I said it went through the roof, I meant it went through that. Huh, kitty? Mando, kitty. There's like a fur ball up there. Okay, I'm gonna have to start a new video because it's starting to lag. Okay, so here is the rest of the video. It's gonna be choppy because I've had to do a few kind of cuts in here. But okay, so that's the citronella. Back here in the shade, we actually have them in shade. The avocados, they're so delicate, so hard. Oh, okay, and then this is the chifleras, the ones that I said that John just got some cuttings, just trimmed that plant back, and he just planted them. And I think he had them in water for like a day, and they were starting to show signs of root growth. Just little tiny bumps on the base. So it was yeah, so he decided to just plant them, and yeah, they're not a droopy day. They actually just were like, yeah, whatever, who cares, we moved. And then this is my iron cross oxalis. It's basically a clover, well, a sorrel of some sort, though, with sorrel again, but I don't know. They have cute little dainty flowers. They go all through summer for the most part, and they have huge things. I mean, I love them. But yeah, so they're not technically clover, but I don't care. And then a few other avocado trees. Hi, Papa. He's crying. Okay, and then this guy's with some ground cover. Yeah, they have to be in the shade, otherwise they're not happy. And then here's my lily. It was inside. It used to be huge, and then I messed with it, and not so much anymore. But it's okay. At least it's still alive. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, and then I have cayenne peppers here. They haven't actually started blooming, but they're working on their little flowers now. So I have two. Oh wait, is that three? That's three. three different ones in the same spot, but it's okay. That'll be fine. There's plenty of nutrition there. Then I have marigolds in there. Once again, this thing, oh, see this? I don't know what this is. Is this mallow? Doesn't quite have the same shape as mallow. Mallow seems to be a little bit more round on the leaves. But I'm hoping it's a passion flower. That would be really exciting. And then these are gladiolas. I have yet to see them bloom. Last year they didn't quite. And then this guy might be mallow maybe. I don't know. And then verbena, lemon verbena again. This one's a tiny stick. It's not a huge tree up front. It's not a tree, it's more like a bush. But anyway, this guy, we just planted him in there in winter because he broke. And it seems like he grew roots, so yay. And then here is the snapdragon. This one always gets really big in spring. He has huge flowers too. They smell like cotton candy. But yeah, after a while it's kind of hard to keep him in check. He has like, I mean, he's settled in there. He doesn't ever want to move. But that's also my pepper plant home. So I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. This one is a pepper that I grew from seed. I think he's about 2 years old now. But yeah, I grew him from seeds from the store-bought peppers because they were so sweet and so good. And yeah, I've definitely had a few peppers off of this guy, and they're still amazingly sweet and good. And then, oh hi Nickies. It's Nicola. Hi Nicola. The only kitten we seem to have in the neighborhood right now. Hi. Okay, so anyway, so these are the green kale trees. Why am I spacing on the name? Kale trees. Collards. Okay, collard trees. There you go, collard trees. Yeah, we had the hardest time trying to get cuttings in this, guys, but finally got cuttings. They look like they're growing, so yay. We're excited about that. That's really good for you to eat. And we hate to keep buying, you know, stuff with pesticides and so on that we have to wash off. But if that's what we can afford, that's what we do. But, you know, if we have our own plants, we won't have to worry about that. And then here's the little tomatoes that he pulled out from there. He made sure to bury them even deeper because, you know, they grow roots on their stems, if you know that. But yeah, they look happy. Then jade. Like I said, we cut a lot of jade. And this is a lavender bottle tower. So all of those are cuttings. It seems like most of them up top are doing well, and the lower you get down, the less well, I guess they did. But overall, they still seem to be alive, and we have plenty more cuttings that we can use, so that's okay. And here's another goji tree, goji bush. Still no fruit. Same, we've had them just as long as the other ones, so we don't know. And then here we have another baby kale, yay! And then epazote. We just kind of cut this off, and then we put it in a glass with water, forgot it outside, and it rained a few times, and I guess the glass just stayed full and it grew roots. So, you know, if they want to live, you know, if they want to be alive that much, you might as well plant them. And then these guys, I don't know what they are. I have no idea. Just random things popping up here and there. And then there's this, guys. That right here is a praying mantis egg that already hatched. And let's see, here is, oh, geranium. Starting to make its first flowers, I think. Yeah, okay, pineapple sage. All of these guys were just from cuttings. Finally get to see these guys bloom. Last year I messed up their bloom by bringing them out and had the blooms freeze. Brought them out too early. And then I think this is called horehound. This actually came up as a volunteer, but I thought it was sage, but I mean, horehound is still good. It's actually harder to find, so yay. And then bird of paradise. He's doing okay. He's, you know, he's not very demanding, but we need a better view from up here. There you go. There. Okay. So that's a nice little happy planter. And then here is my pineapple sage. Still in the same container from last year, which will change soon enough. This pepper plant was actually doing okay in winter. in spring. I don't know what happened, but it looks like there's new growth at all the junctions. So he'll probably be fine. There's some more there, a little bit more of his branches. But yeah, this guy's got pineapple sage got trimmed back at least that much. And then he went and grew some more, and then he got a few branches cut off like last week because it was getting too bushy for the pepper. Poor pepper, he looks so sad. In the sun, yeah. He does need sun, yeah. Well, he's getting it now, but he just looks so sad. But yeah, look, there's new growth everywhere. Okay, and then this was really awesome lettuce in winter, but it's really thick now. It's weird. I don't know what happened to its tenderness. Yeah, and see, and all the other ones are not so happy. Maybe it's too hot for them. There's basils. Those are the basic sweet basils that we plant every year. Oh, and here's that random plant again. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out. And then there's a cucumber. I want to say those are Armenian cucumbers. Yeah. Okay, and then this is a fig tree, baby tree. We just kind of put the branch in there a while ago, and you know, in winter he started to grow a few things. And then this is a cilantro plant. This one still hasn't gone to flower, but it's about to. The flowers are very mild taste, by the way, much better than the actual leaves. And I love cilantro in my salsas, but straight, I'd rather have the flowers. And then that's, I think it's a spinach, or, I'm spacing now, something else. But like a clover. Yeah, it tastes like a clover, like a whole sorrel thing, but it's not it. So, arugula, I think it might be arugula. No, is it arugula? Sorrel? No, it has to be arugula, I think. Yeah, so it might be one of those. I need to figure it out, but I know it's edible. I just can't seem to find the seed packet for it, and it's still going, so it seems to be perennial, and it's really good. Oh? In a protected area. In a protected area, right. I mean, these are leafies, so we try and keep them from freezing, but everything in this bed was practically cold weather. I mean, the chard does fine. Kales, they prefer cold weather. There's the cilantro, same thing, cold weather. So the only things that popped up recently are the sunflowers. So that guy, I think, does okay in cold as well, but I don't know what he is. And this is longevity spinach. And then here's some Malabar spinach. Oh, come on, focus. Okay, let me see. It's so dark. There you go. But yeah, we saw them up front. That's the one that tastes like purslane. And then there's, huh? Same thing. Oh, Malabar? Nice, another Malabar. This one sprouted from seed in this actual spot. We didn't have to transplant him. But look at that. So that's what the Malabar spinach looks like. That's a little tiny sprout. Okay, and then here are more cucumbers. Yes, this container's overloaded, but the soil's really rich, so I think it'll be fine. Oh, kitty Pepe. But yeah, so we don't expect all 6 cucumbers and everything else to grow in here, so things will have to be thinned eventually, but let's figure out who's the strongest one first. And then this guy's, I can't remember what he said this up. Egyptian? Yeah, there we go. We think these guys are Egyptian spinach, but also some random seeds, you know, dropped in here. Chichiquilite. There's peppers. Yeah, fenugreek. So I mean, it was just stuff. We used soil to top this that had been used, but the seeds never sprouted. So all of those are gonna probably start sprouting now. And then Swiss chard, little baby, because all of our big ones are. Ooh, hi, praying mantis. You're a cutie. You're tiny. Tiny praying mantis from the egg that hatched. But yeah, so I mean, these guys are good, but they're gonna start bolting this year. They already started, and plus we need more Swiss chard. So he planted some Swiss chard and they're starting to sprout. So whoop whoop. Okay. Oh, anytime I have a random cutting, I just kind of like jam them in different places. And I know this was supposed to be all lavender, but pineapple sage. How can I waste a cutting for pineapple sage? Yeah. And then these guys are chayas. This ones didn't have any rooting hormone. This guys grew a whole side branch, but they seem to be doing just as well as the ones that did get rooting hormone, which are here.
They're making more leaves, actually.
They are, yeah, they're actually making more leaves, right?
My theory is that the other ones are actually working on the roots.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So this one's might actually be working on the roots, whereas the other one is putting a little more focus on its leaves, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, also putting those little plants there, anytime we water them, all the nutrition goes down to that big bucket, which is the tree. So that's why we think it's doing so well, because it's getting its own nutrients and also from other smaller planters. But yeah, Vachaya, we're excited about this. We are getting nice rare things going on. We have moringa, we have chaya, we have tree collards, we have the jujube, persimmon, I don't know, so many, longevity spinach, malabar. I mean, even Armenian was rare to us at some point too. Apparently more people know about that one, but it's really exciting to have. So I think that's pretty much. Oh no, I forgot this guys. Oh, this guys. This is my elephant ear from, I don't know, he's about 3 now, but he froze this past winter, but he came back with a vengeance. I mean, he's got so many stalks down here, and I think he's growing more. But yeah, so he's really happy. He doesn't normally like the sun, but he seems to be doing all right. Yeah, definitely an indoor plant, but so pretty. And then here is lantana. This one has the brighter colors. I love the flowers on this one. I mean, the other one's pretty too, but this one is just so small. The whole plant itself is so small. He needs a better planter. He needs more soil. He needs to be pampered a little more, but we're focused on food right now. These guys right here, those are the dragon fruits that I mentioned up front, how we had more cuttings. So some of them are still looking a little weakling, but overall they look a lot better than the ones up front. And yeah, crossing our fingers. But hey, if these guys work out, we'll have even more than we had last year. And there is Nickelodeon. It's actually Nicola. My croton here is not doing well. I need to figure out what's going on. More jade. Ooh. And then here is our water plant from back in the other place. We had this guy in the pond, and he was looking really happy. And here he's not doing so great, but I mean he's still looking okay. So he's, you know, eventually we'll have a pond again, and he'll have a happy home again. And then here's my ivy. This is the original plant. This is where I actually got this from a branch in a local junior high. I cut off a branch and it's growing, and now I have other planters with it. And then that's a 4 o'clock. Oh, ficus! Ficus! He's huge. You know, that's it. He'll be a big tree, big tree one day. Let's see, I think that's about it. I mean, there's plenty more, but like see, I could even go into like the little I call it mushrooms. There's like little mushrooms. You know, that's how you can tell it's healthy soil. Happy, you know, fungal activity there. And then more 4 o'clocks. Oh, actually, there's, you know what, there's more. Oh, and this is the rosemary that got trimmed back, where we got all the, not everything, but like a lot of the mulching from. We used the rest for incense. And then whenever I want some stuff for tea, I can just hand cut it myself, because that way I can control where it's coming from as opposed to from the ground. Oh, fig tree. This is actually where we got our all of our fig trees from, the ones that I showed that had the cover, the fennel cover mulching. It's a huge tree, and we actually were calling it our burrito tree for a while, because the air layer that we did on it was with tin foil, and we just kind of forgot it and left it there, and it was there for like a whole year before we actually got to it. So look at this, guys. They're just working on it, and they're so sweet. It's almost too sweet by the time they're like super ripe. Yeah, they're so sweet. It's like honey. Hi, dog. Poochie. And you guys can see back there, those are also more garden beds. I can probably go through that today. I might have time. I don't know. We'll see. There's also these guys here, blackberries. Oh, they're starting to come back. Look at this. They look happy. Oh man, when I had to cut the leaves back for these guys, I felt so bad. I had to cut so many of them, but they were not being able to sustain them, along with, you know, keeping themselves alive, so they were dropping them. But look at this. Yeah, these guys are all runners from the main bush. Oh, that one's already growing outside of the fence. Yeah, and then the main bush is back there, right where we see the doggy. Watch Nicola pounce on her. Hi, baby girl. Hi. Hi, doggy. Hi, doggy.
That's crazy.
That is a crazy kitty. But yeah, so all of those are blackberries, and then the main bush is back there. Yeah, so should we do the other beds? Okay, come on. We're at 20 minutes for this one already. I think it's 20.
You gonna hit this?
I never do. Okay, so ooh, this is, oh, look at this. This is looking good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so these are sunflowers. Oh, I'm so glad that they didn't get eaten. Everything down here has been getting munched on by bugs, but these guys, yay, they're still surviving. These guys, I think, are broccoli. Oh no. Caterpillar signs. Oh, there's a caterpillar. See those guys right there? Those guys are the white moth butterflies. I love the butterflies, but oh man, the little babies do so much damage. But see, in here we have pest control to some degree. Plus, anytime something doesn't get to it, John usually just tosses it over to the chickens right there, and they make sure. Oh, actually, you know what? We have chicks. We have baby chicks right now. Hold on, we'll see how they react to it. Hi, chickadees. Oh, I lost them. Can't even get it. Oh, she already ate them, I'm sure. Oh, it's gone. But they would like some more.
Were there more of them?
I don't know. That's the first one I saw. So,
Pest control.
Pest control. There we go. So that way, you know, we don't feel like it's like we're just killing nonsensically. I mean, they're eating our food, and so we've turned them into food for our little chickies that need to eat anyway. But yeah, there's a lot of signs of munching here, so there's definitely gonna be more. And then there's corn back there. Last year she grew corn, like my mom-in-law, and it was really good. And then here is her pepper plant. Her pepper plant is doing so much better than mine. Still not stellar, but much better than mine. And then here is a volunteer cilantro plant. Yeah, last year this bed had a huge one, and I guess all the seeds just kind of got spread around. Oh yay, the soil's starting to improve. Look at that mushroom. And all of those guys right there, those little tinies, those are papalos. Papalos, yay. I'm excited about that because look at this. This is actually protecting it from, yeah, it actually shades it out during the morning, which is probably not the hottest part, but in the afternoon, I guess if they were getting all day, it would suck for them. Yay, another little sprout right there. And then this plant, I don't know what this is, but because I planted a lot of seeds that my mom sent me and that I'm not familiar with, I kind of have to let them grow and see what they turn into.
Looks like an amaranth, except it's already going to seed.
Yeah, like a mini amaranth. And then these guys are Armenian cucumbers, and they're doing well here.
That's going to do
yeah, the ones over in this end are doing a lot better actually. Look at, wow, haven't been here in a couple days. And yeah, okay, and these guys right here are okras. They're, like I said, there's a huge problem in this beds down here. Pests, roly-polies, they keep going at all the little sprouts. So they're having a hard time, but I planted a whole packet of okra seeds, so you know, I'm bound to get something. And then there's also Bermuda grass here. So bad. I mean, it's jumped from the lawn all the way here. What are you guys doing, kitties? What's going on?
Earlier, Dr. Claw was having a stare off with Pepe. They were both laying down like a foot apart.
Oh. Mando. Mando pants. What you doing, Mando panties? Not panties. Oh my goodness. Did I just call you panties? No, huh? There you go. Good kitty. Come on, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Okay. There we go. I have to carry a kitty away. Oh yeah, look at this cilantros here. These guys are big. Look at that. And they're flowering. And then here's oregano. Here's lemon balm, basil, chard. It's not looking so so happy. Interesting. Oh, and then that one's balding. Boo.
And you forgot this guy.
Oh, right. Pineapple sage. I gave my mom-in-law a planter with pineapple sage and lemon balm, and we thought that the pineapple sage died, but apparently it just came right back. And then here are the peas. Sweet peas. Not sweet peas, snap peas. They're some of our favorite stuff in spring. And then here are some more asparagus. Some Swiss chard and beets. We don't know which one's which, so we kind of just guess. Look at this. They're doing great. Yeah, this little guys. Her sprouts didn't come up this year, so I gave her some of mine from that 6-pack that I mentioned. So she ended up with 3 of them, and 2 of them are doing amazing. One of them is just doing okay.
This guy's got a tomato already.
Ooh. Can I see? Oh, look at that. It's decent size too. I guess the other ones didn't get pollinated. But yeah, so this... Oh no. Oh no. What is this? That's why it's looking rough. It's split there. Where am I? See right here, it's split and it already dried up, so it'll probably be fine. But that's why I'm guessing that's why this is looking sad. Anytime the leaves look like this, you want to keep an eye on them, because if they get blight, the whole plant will get blight, and you don't want that. Can I? Nope, I can't take it off without hurting it, so I guess I'll just leave it on for now. Oops. Oops. There you go. Poochie, out of the bed, come on. They like to lounge on the garden bed. Once there's actual plants, they don't actually mess with the thing itself, but with the ground. They don't use it as a bathroom or anything, but oh, look at that. She's mowing the grass. The Bermuda grass. Yay. Ooh, look at that. On the snap piece. I was just gonna focus on that. There you go. Cute. No, go for it. And okay, and yeah, and this right here, that's a blackberry. All across, all across. And then right there, those are grapevines. So yeah. Okay, I think. Oh, lemon tree, lemon tree. Ooh, cool lemon tree. Yeah. And then there's the chickens back there. Oh man, the orchard. Let's see. That right here, persimmon tree, apple tree, pecan tree. Back here, that little bush, that's, I mean, I say little, but it's pretty big. Pomegranates, I think apples, apricot, or almonds.
Almonds on this side.
Almonds on this side,
And
right there.
Apricots in the back.
Apricots behind the pecan. And then more grapevines right here. And then in the corner, more apples. It's okay, yeah, okay. Half an hour, so this video is going to be over an hour. Say bye, Pepe. Say bye, Pepe. Bye, Pepe.